Wisconsin Democrats recently elected a new party chairman. Ben Wickler, formerly with MoveOn.org, won overwhelming support in the election at the state convention earlier this month. The new chairman comes in promising to build a powerhouse operation, and Ben Wickler joins us now and up front. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, Adrienne.
So I heard you say, and we mentioned it there, you want to build a powerhouse operation, make sure that Wisconsin is a blue brick wall for the presidential election. What did you mean by that, and how do you want to accomplish it?
So what I mean by that is in the fall of 2020, everyone will be staying up late at night, biting their fingernails off, watching what happens in Wisconsin. And what we want them to see is that it is nothing like 2016. This is the year when we not only stop Trump, but we also build the foundation for Wisconsin to be the blue state that I still think it is at its heart, that passes legislation that helps people and makes the state work for everyone.
How do you do that? How do you beat the president?
So the number one thing that my ticket mates Felicia Martin and Lee Snodgrass and I ran on is the idea of organizing. Our platform was fight on issues between elections. Right now we have folks knocking on doors across Wisconsin in Republican districts on the Medicaid expansion, where 70% of Wisconsinites agree with Governor Evers and the Democrats, and the legislators somehow aren't listening to them. That's what we do year round. We include and respect people from all communities, communities of color, suburbs, rural Wisconsin, and cities alike. And then we empower the grassroots with data, technology, training, get them in the field, get people to run for office in the spring, and then use the national convention as a springboard where thousands of people are going to volunteer and have an experience that binds them to the fight for life. We want all the folks who volunteer at the convention to be out knocking doors and organizing their communities in the fall.
And you think having the convention here will make a big difference?
It's fantastic. It is so great. So there will be literally thousands of people who get engaged, many of them who've never been involved in politics or party work before. And they will see all our great Democrats. They'll see our amazing nominee, whoever that might be, and then we'll be training them to make sure that they know how they can be part of a victory in the fall. The stakes are so high and people feel it so personally. And the question is, can we translate that energy into meaningful activity to win elections? That's the goal of the party.
There are already a lot of Democrats who are in on this race. Who do you think your party will nominate at the convention?
I think the party will nominate someone fantastic. And as chair, I'm committed to making sure that everyone knows that the process that arrives at that conclusion is fair. As a state party, I'm bound by our Constitution not to take a position in a primary. And we want to make sure that everyone is heard and included so that once we get through the convention, we are united around supporting a nominee who can win the White House and then make the kinds of changes people need on health care, on jobs, on fighting climate change, and so many different issues that people are craving right now.
You're coming from MoveOn.org, a liberal advocacy group. What did you learn from there that you want to carry over into this position?
The core thing is people power. It's the idea that politics is not a spectator sport. It's not just about voting. It's something that people can immerse themselves in, act based on their values to fight for change. And the experience of being part of something bigger than yourself, that's a life-changing experience. That's what we want to make sure people have through the political process, that they can see their values translate into meaningful results in the world. That's what makes democracies work, not just the Democratic Party. And that's what we believe in.
How do you raise more money than the president?
I'm not a billionaire like President Trump claims to be, although we won't know till we see his tax returns. There's a few things. One is that people, up and down the income spectrum are deeply concerned about the president's kind of threat to democracy and to their own lives. But the other piece that's really significant about this president is that so many people, often of modest means, know that they have a personal stake in what happens and that it'll affect their children and everyone else's children. So every time the president tweets something outrageous, I think that's an opportunity to ask people to invest in making our party and our movement stronger. It's something that at MoveOn we were able to help connect millions of people across the country to, not only using some of their time, but throwing in a few bucks to make a difference. And at the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, the whole country's looking at us. They're looking at what we can do here. I think this is a chance to reach out to everyone and say, this is where the fight, it all comes down to Wisconsin. This is where the fight is. And I think through that, we're going to build the kind of grassroots base of small donors that hasn't maxed out, at the beginning of the process, that'll be able to sustain the fight all the way through the end.
Ben Wickler, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, next we'll return to the subject of impaired driving and alarming new statistics on people driving high.